Hello everybody and welcome back to the next part of our 1000-day Interloper series. Last episode, we made it all the way from Mystery Lake after crafting over a dozen statues, and we are back here in Coastal Highway. So we're going to go to the trader and probably do some fishing to get the rest of the fuel and continue the cleanup project. So let's get to it. Last episode we had just stepped in here really just to save the game and not really to warm up or anything. So I think we're just gonna go. Oh yeah, we're making really good time. We can actually make it to to the base. We're not going to be able to fish. I suppose we could, but I always like to start when we're fully rested so we don't have to waste too much time. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll chop some wood when we get there. Oh yeah, and there's the cabins. I wonder if this is a location. I don't think it is. I think it's just a like quiet clearing way over there. We'll see. You guys remember this? This was one of the locations. I thought it was a searchable rock. This is one of the locations we were at the very first day, or well, the first episode. Let's clean this up. Good memories. In fact, let's see if there's anything we want to bring with us. Okay, we have one of those Mystery Lake, but we'll take that. Oh, that's a good picture. I think we have one of those, but we'll leave that here. I think we could take that. Yeah, I think that's everything of note. Oh. Well, that is interesting, isn't it? But I love that bear picture, so we're taking that. Okay, we'll leave those. Surely we can't. Okay, I was gonna say we can't take that. I like that coffee machine. Alright, we'll take that and we'll go. Yeah, we won't pick up any more sticks on the way. Don't see any predators out, that's good. And if we wanted to go up to the Pleasant Valley transition zone, you can take this hill right here. It's just really steep. But we're gonna go this way. It's actually so warm out, we are gaining warmth, which is really something. Remember, we don't have any feats or bonus abilities, so you could do this right away. It is possible to stay warm on Interloper like this. Now, on Misery, it's not, so keep that in mind. I do want to grab the cedar on the way. Let's actually do that. Remember, we have a bear hide bed in Coastal Highway, or the Townsite as well. So we can lose a bit of health, and it won't be the end of the world. Now, we don't want to lose too much because
this pack is getting kind of heavy.
If we get attacked by a wolf, then we might die, so we don't want to lose too much. And there's always wolves in the Townsite. Or almost always, rather. We're already over encumbered, we might as well start picking up sticks. We're gonna keep this fire here because it's actually a good spot to... Remember, we repaired our clothes in here once. So we're gonna keep that, but we are gonna chop up this cedar limb. That's perfect timing.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
We are going home.
Can't feel my hands.
Okay. Now the bears are almost guaranteed to be up by now. And the wolves especially. So we're gonna be more alert now that we're converging to the Townsite. And honestly, the safest way is probably on the ice and around. So that's what we'll do.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
Actually run a bit because we do want to sleep for a little bit longer. Because if there's a cedar limb in town, we might as well chop it up. We can lose 20%. Yes, that's fur, but there is a cedar right there. So remember, we're going to be continuing the restoration, or I'm sorry, we're going to be continuing the memorial project even here. So that's what we shall do. Okay, that's fine.
All I can think about is food.
Wow, that's huge. We're gonna put that right there, actually. That's perfect. And let's get inside before we get eaten by a wolf.
Something's gotta go.
Very good. Ooh, they might have fixed the lantern freaking out. Yeah, I think they did. That's awesome. Okay. Our thing says we left them. They seem like
I need
it.
something to drink. And soon.
Yep. Look at that. Our gaming station is still doing just fine. Alright, let's go ahead. Ooh. Yeah, potatoes done. Let's go ahead and drop that. Oh wow, we had so much cedar already. Well, that's even better. So we'll put this in here. And do this. Alright, we're gonna drink this. So we're actually gonna burn through some food before we before we go back fishing again. So if I pause like that, it's typically because I'm thinking if there's anything that needs to be done before sleeping, like dropping cured stuff, but not this time. There we are. We'll drop that in there. We'll do that with the big jug of fuel, not that one. Let's put... Oh, let's turn the lights on first. Okay, what did we establish? I think this was the trader. Eight plants. 6 cloth. Actually, that's kind of bothering me. There we go. Now it's the proper way. think that's good. We'll put the 3, oh, and then what was it, 3.5 liters of water? Oh, we drank it all, that's right. There's no way we've completely, yeah, no. No shot. Excellent. I just don't know where the bulk of this weight is coming from. So I know we have that. I mean, I guess that accounts for some of it, right? So we'll drop these. Did I take this from Mystery Lake? I did, didn't I? That's a whoops. Yeah, that seems about right. Yep, I'll put the flour there. Actually, we could always use another skillet here. I think I have like 3 back at Mystery Lake. We might just leave that here. But the restoration projects shall continue. So let's go. Beautiful weather. We have all this. Oh wow, we have so much. But you know what? The question is, how much coal do we have? Because I know we used to have a lot. And it's sunny out, so we might actually start a fire next to the gas station. Okay, we have quite a bit. Yeah, let's sharpen this. Okay, it should be good for now. Let's grab the hacksaw and let's go. Alright, we're gonna grab that. That'll be our meal for the day. Actually, you know what? We probably could have just left that there and came back on an empty stomach, but that's fine. Drop that there. Is that a bear? No. Okay, the wind is coming this way. We'll put it right here. It's probably the safest it's gonna get. Actually, you know what? We could just use sticks. We'll be here for such a long time. Now we're gonna break this up. Actually, no, don't break that one up. Did the wind do a 180? It did a 180. That's fine. It's a big one. I'm not paranoid, I hear things crawling around. I know what I hear, I know what I heard. It might be the doe actually, or the buck. Go ahead, put 2 on.
I could eat anything right now.
What is this? 487. Okay, yeah, we do need to eat this then. Let's first sharpen this up a bit. Excellent. Yeah, it's an hour 41. Let's chop this one up. Hello, doe. You're ominously looking at me. Okay, now we can't destroy these, so that'll have to be that. I think we can do is chop these 3 up and we'll call it a day and then go back to the cabin and sleep. So let's do that. That there. And we're gonna chop this one first.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Oh, they're combined. Okay. Let's chop this one up. Ooh, that's bright. Well, we can sit here and read.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Oh, that hurts my eyes. Let's go back. Well, we have so much fuel, it's crazy, but that's really not the purpose. Remember, we said we're going to clean up the town site, so, but that's just a byproduct, so that's great. Oh, wait a second. No, we don't have any bear meat, so we can't do stalker's pie. That's right. We're gonna read an hour.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Why do I keep doing that? Let's see if this preserves. If not, that's fine.
I've never been so hungry in
Wow,
my
that
life.
preserves for a very long time. Okay, excellent. Liter and a half, liter and a half, you know the drill. And so we continue. Right. And we can actually lose health anyways. Although we're not gonna put our guy through that. There's no need. Okay, that's good.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Exactly what we wanted. Fire will die out right when we're done. Probably sleep for 4 hours or so.
I need to drop something.
Got a lot more water out of that. Alright, but now we're gonna go ahead, take this. I think that's good. We need to eventually decorate this with a coffee cup or something, but that's fine for now.
Something's making me feel really tired.
We're gonna sleep for 4 hours, I think. So we have this side pretty much cleared. We got to get... So my first goal is to get all the clearable stuff from the town site. And then eventually here, if there are any here and here. Fishing camp, it makes sense to be at the fishing camp. That makes sense. We might... I don't think we'll clean that up because that actually makes sense to be there, I think. Yeah, mainly just this, and then like up here in the house area. So let's go ahead. Let's first carve for an hour. Yeah, I don't know where that wolf painting went. It just, yeah, best not to dwell on it. The 15-hour fire. It's crazy. Okay, and like I said, we're gonna start with the most. We're gonna start with the least useful pallets. So remember, I really hope that wasn't a wolf. Yeah, I wish we could like destroy these, but. Although that's a good sign that the does are able to roam around here. Like an advanced warning system, and wow, there's a lot of ruined bear meat.
Something's making me feel tired.
Okay, I can't destroy any of this. Wow. Okay. Is there something... I thought there was a hand cart back here, but we might have actually already taken care of that. So let's sit in here.
Feels like night is coming. I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Okay, that's fine. Now we're not gonna cross the street. It's too scary at night. So we're just gonna go in here. And we're gonna sleep in here. And sleep off the blizzard, it seems like.
I could eat anything.
Yeah, so at like -9 degrees, you'll lose your full bar after an hour. So if you're at -9, you can do that and you'll just barely start to freeze.
Cold.
When time's up. Okay, yeah, there's nothing here. Oh wow, that's... Yeah, this like always floats. Let's just ignore that. Okay. Although that's great that we have the water here. So we don't need to go back across the street. Okay, -10. So we're gonna take about 20% loss. Maybe more than that, actually. I think the wind picked up right as we started. But mainly this is just about clearing excess food and completing our projects, but we don't want to have all this food just keep piling on and going to waste. That's more like it. Okay. Yeah, these are more of a liability, because if we're running from something, we don't want to get caught up on these, so let's take care of these. Alright, so I think that...
Too much stuff to carry.
Yeah, I think these are the last two from the gas station. So we can take one of them out, I think. 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay, we might be a little low after this, but we'll try it. No? That's really good, actually. Okay, but there's no shot we can do the other one safely. So let's grab that. And we're gonna head in this car. If we were right by the...
lay down.
Thank you, Will. If we were right by the bear hide bed, we would have done that to completion, but...
Damn, I'm freezing.
I think we will chop these up too, because we could always use the scrap metal, and we're not gonna like...
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, we're not gonna be using this as a real base anymore.
mouth, so dry.
You know, no, I like the idea of the Predator Memorial Project being in Mystery Lake, not here. I do wish we could take these filing cabinets, or like disassemble
Might have
them
to drop some gear.
and reassemble them. That would be really nice. Yeah, we might take this out to the fishing hut. So the question is, do we continue? Yeah, let's go ahead. It's the nice part of the day. Let's hide from the wind. That's pretty good. Okay, so we've got this immediate area. Hello, Mr. Wolf. He's not bothering anybody. Let's just continue. Actually, what am I doing?
So cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
Let's go ahead and sleep. Hey, Aurora. That's what I was hoping for, actually. because we're just going to continue. 2 hours, 15 minutes. It's not bad. But the weather is looking questionable. I do kind of wish the predators would take ruined meat over time, but it's not in the game, so we're not gonna deal with that. Okay, so I've got that. Oh, I did that again. Yeah, this garage is cursed, so let's not dwell on that. Okay. But it is starting to get monotonous, so what we're gonna do, we have cleared the gas station, some of those surrounding areas. I think we're gonna dump a bunch of stuff off and then go up and map the quiet clearing. So let's go do that. But we're gonna dump off stuff first. We have our coal. We have our charcoal. Let's drop off the statues. Let's save. And let's go. But yeah, if you didn't know, you can just quick save by going into edit mode and then back out. You guys have definitely taken up residency. Yes, you have. 1, 2, 3. Probably a fourth one somewhere. Can you really not get up here? What a silly puppy. Okay, but yes, you can get up here. That's new to me. But there's always a wolf up here. But not today. Interesting. Unless we're at the wrong spot. But the bunnies don't seem spooked, so it's good enough for me. Although then again, they're not the most observant. No, you guys are not. Yes, silent clearing. I was right. Okay, so the last one for Coastal Highway is the Escape to Pleasant Valley route. So we're just gonna get the stuff up here. And I think that's all the natural resources. We could grab this cedar limb between these cedar limbs, which we might do. We're actually going to do that. We're going to spend a year taking this out. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. If our tools break down, we can always just go to Bleak Inlet. Oh, we're out of camera film. That's unfortunate. Like I said, the bunnies don't... They just teleport out of existence. Oh, they're all the way over there. Okay. I was gonna say. Wow. Yeah, it's a little hot over here. There's so much firewood. Although that makes sense because there's no caves. Huh. I thought there were pallets up here. Suppose not. Well, let's mark. Maybe there was, and we took it out already. That could very well be the case, because I know we did take out some over here. I suppose it's not really a restoration project. It's more of a debris excavation project, but yeah, we can't. We're basically going to clear out everything we can. So that in the hope of the future, that one day people come back, you'll have less work to do. There's a bit more stealth suspense. Oh, that's lame. I see you, I see you. Alright. Okay. What's important is that I think this side is clear. So is this part. I think we even cleared this area out already as well. Yes, we did. Very good. Wow, we've actually we've made a lot of progress. I don't even, it might actually already be done. We've gotten this area. This is our home. Cleared out all of this. The garage, maybe some like right up here, but besides that. Wow, I think that might be everything.
Getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Yeah, I do wish like you could just, even if you don't get anything out of it, it'd be like safe house customization. You could just destroy it, and it's like it takes like 30 hours to destroy a giant steel structure like that, you know? Oh, like at the over there.
The hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
I would not mind that whatsoever, just for purposes like this. But for now, we're just gonna call it a day with the stuff we currently can clean up. So tomorrow we'll clear out those pallets, and I think we can mark the town site is cleared after that. Unfortunately, there's just so much. It's crazy to say, unfortunately, we have too much food. But we do need the fuel, too. So what we might do... Well, no, we have to cook the fish for the fuel, too. We can't even just trade them to the trader. I think we'll just stay inside, maybe until we get close to cabin fever. Question is, oh, actually, remember I said a long time ago, we don't actually need this on the ice because we're gonna be warm anyways, so we can take that and save the durability. Yeah, I think we're good on that. Did we have a cairn? I don't know if we ever set up a cairn. I thought we did, but we might not have. I'm sorry, not a cairn. No, a cairn is correct, I think. Sorry, rock cache. I'll be, we never did. I could have sworn we had so many stones, but maybe we didn't. Am I misremembering? We have the 5 right there. Well, let's just sleep for 9 hours. Yep, so -17, so it's going to be about half hour before we get freezing. Yep, because it's -9. 1 hour at -9 before you start taking damage.
Can't feel my feet.
Okay, well, that's going to be soon, so let's sharpen this. Hey, thank you, Whetstone, for lasting as long as you have. You did well, and now we can send you to the ether to relax and retire. But that's also why I don't use this, because you can just walk in the dark. But I do that just to save. And it's still too bright, too dark out, excuse me.
Goddamn freezing.
Yeah, I don't really have too much commentary. I mean, it's just kind of progress to the goals, you know? It'll be more interesting once we can start fishing, but I want to really get through this food supply. And I guess we could just start throwing away ruined meat, but I don't know how I feel about that. Just seems kind of messed up.
I need to find food.
Like, if you could have an indoor garden and use the rot, you know, rotten food as fertilizer, that would be great. That'd be a great use of it. But then it's so cold that you would really have to set things up for a greenhouse. Like, I thought those were the wolves. Those are the deer. Remember that haunted wolf painting? That's, yeah. Good memories. So it seems to be quite terrible out. We're going to continue, and hopefully it'll chill out, which it seems like it has. Let's go clean up, let's go finish the town site. Oh yeah, perfect. There's the wolf family. Leave them alone. Hopefully they will leave us alone. And we'll get along. It'll be like a Disney movie. They can watch us, do our work, and sing their woodland creature songs. Perfect. Alright. I think these are the last set of pallets. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is the town site done. Okay, just to reiterate, we have searched up here. All this has been cleared. All this. All around the gas station. All throughout here, here. We'll do one last check up top. But I think that's everything. I believe that's everything. We'll check behind. Okay, so here's what you can do if you're approaching wolf territory. Throw a rock like that to flush them to a location. Although that one didn't seem to care.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Well, now is not the time to be talking. But you see, that moved them away. That one saw us. You know what? Do you want a piece of meat? Did they just get rid of the behavior decoy? Wow, they must have just gotten rid of that then, did they? Oh no, he did pick it up and eat it. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's feed the wildlife then. But yeah, see? He has been fed. He does not care about that. Or does he? I suppose not. Alright, one more puppy to feed. Although this is kind of messed up. Is it? They do that. They don't really care. Alright, one more. Yeah, they don't really care. They'll follow you, even if you have wolf meat on you. So, I don't see too much of a conundrum or moral issue with that. They don't seem to mind.
Need a drink.
I think we'll just start feeding the wolves. That would be cool if you could domesticate. Well, that's kind of against the whole... No, that's kind of against the whole theory of the game, right? They have been permanently altered by the Aurora. They should not be domesticatable. Maybe a puppy. Maybe a puppy, but... Then you get attached to the puppy, and then you have to like just stay in one location and raise it, and then yeah, it's that opens an avenue to heartbreak. So I might just leave that idea alone. Pretend we never discussed it. You know, I don't want to put this in the toilet. Put that right there. Let's do a quick check on our stash. Yeah, we're gonna go check the status of our fishing hut and use that as an excuse to burn a lot of energy sprinting so we can sleep. Ah, you sneaky, sneaky pallet. Okay, we did forget one. That's fine. Very sneaky. This is Wolf City. There's 3 wolves in the town. There's 3 over here. And there's 2 over there. And they say wildlife diminishes over time in Interloper. And then there's the bear. Bring the whole family. And their extended family. So 8 wolves. A buck that somehow has materialized out of nowhere behind us. And a bear. And the buck is walking towards the wolves. Wow, I have all this. Okay. That. Ah, we had 49 stones. Well, that is really unfortunate. Not that we had 49 stones, but the fact that we... We're just gonna have to play clicking simulator when we get back to here to go fishing. But we've got our gas can, got our pry bar, hammer, got a lot of fuel. So let's just go. I think an aurora is about to start. Buddy, I'm not trying to scare you into the wolves, but you're gonna do it. Okay, you have a nice evening. Now, this is the final pallet for the Townsite. Okay, that's fine. I'll take the hint.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Okay, it's too dark out. We'll just go ahead. Eat this. That's 7 pounds of fish. That's crazy.
I would drink almost anything about now.
I just realized that's 3.5 kilograms. That's 7 straight pounds of meat you just ate. I don't know about that. Okay. Will is an animal. Absolute beast. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is grab... It's mostly muscle memory at this point, but let's, for your guys' sake, I'm gonna turn this on. Now we're gonna grab 1 stone. Hello? Didn't we have 5 stones somewhere? Yes. The 1 stone we were missing. Then we're gonna grab...
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
15 kilograms of that. we're right here. Yep, move a bit to the left. You'll get that. Now, we were going to be freezing anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. We're actually not going fishing just yet. Look at that, you can almost make it on a full bar sprint. That's pretty good.
Something's gotta go. I've never felt so cold in my life.
Excellent. Remember I said clicking simulator?
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
Or cookie clicker. It's like cookie clicker. You ever played that? Okay, but there are wolves all around us. Our friend the bear has done a good job. Let's head back. That's like a week's worth of fuel. Let's see. Each reclaimed wood is about an hour. No, that's too much. About like 45 minutes, I think. So that's 90 hours of fuel. That's okay. That's not as much as I thought, but that's still a long time. Alright. After getting cold like that, we're going to take a nice rest for a few hours. Wonderful. Okay. Alright, we're gonna grab stuff that was in here. Okay. We're gonna take about 20% from this, but that's fine. Okay, and that is the town site cleared, I believe. I think that was the last one.
Too cold to think.
Yeah, we have so much fuel, it's crazy. Alright, what to do, what to do. I think we can just craft more statues, to be completely honest. So, let's go do that. Actually, how much fuel? I don't think we can get 0.75 out of these fish that we have laying around, unfortunately. Let's feed the local wildlife again. Results may vary, I guess. I think you might have to get away from them. Oh, okay. Yeah, he doesn't want the ruined meat, he wants the fresh meat. Oh, uh-oh. Don't get stuck. Well, we tried to have our Disney movie, but did not work out, did it? I don't know, they just seem a bit iffy, I guess. Maybe the quality of that would make sense if the quality of the meat determines the chance, now that I think about it. Do they not eat any of the meat? No, they definitely have eaten some of the meat. I can see that. Yeah, there's no way this is 0.75 liters, but you know what?
Too heavy.
Wildlife, the local neighbors. Local neighbors are a bit Anxious. I think we're losing it. What was that scene from The Sopranos? Is it $4 a pound? You know I'm working with the feds, right, Tone? How many days is it? I don't know if we're making it to day 1,000 with our sanity intact. Alright. Before we have a breakdown, let's go ahead and put this here. What are we looking at on time? Okay, I think... Okay, so there's no way we're gonna get 0.75. And I don't want to... Because you don't get... If you use these, you don't get the empty can back. It goes away forever. So that's why I've been using the small cans for all of my trades. And you can't pour these into small cans, unfortunately. So, yeah, there's no way this is 0.75. Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way. Question is, do we have any... We could break that, but I don't want to. Yeah, we don't have that. I don't want to go fishing just yet, and it's still bright enough out for us to do some decorations, I guess. Let's go ahead and do that. Question is what to do. Okay, we're definitely taking the kettle. Lamp. Toaster. Phone. Radio. I do like the exit signs. Alright. I think, did we bring these from far territories? We might have. Look at that. Well worth the miles traveled. Indeed. Okay, put the kettle here. Oh, you can't be serious. You really can't put the kettle on here? That's like the perfect... Oh, that is kind of sad. Oh well. That's a bummer. But you know what? We can put it on the plate right here. And who says we can't have two toasters at once? Go ahead and put our phone for all of our very important calls. Where should we put our phone? You know what? Let's have... Think about that. No, that's... Probably right here would make sense. Okay. Mystery Lake. Oops. That's a mistake. I must have grabbed the wrong one. Unless I grabbed both of them. Oh. I might have grabbed both of them. And did we get rugs? We got a rug there. No, we need one right there. Coastal Highway. That is beautiful. That's really nice. Question is, should we put it there? Right there. No, I think this is good. We'll go ahead and leave it there for now. Then we need our radio here.
Better find some water.
Yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? I like it. Okay, I think we're gonna end the episode here before we completely start talking with the fish. Plus I gotta get ready for work. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Had a lot of fun this episode, made a lot of good progress. The coastal townsite project is done for the site. Actually, let's write a note of that. And how many statues have we crafted? So, let's see, we have 48 out of 36. Yeah, I think we'll keep it like this, and then we'll just have this stay the same so we know how many to transfer. Or maybe we'll figure it out next episode, but for now we've got it marked. But yeah, like I said, I'd like to thank you all for watching. We're going to save the episode here. Made a lot of progress to our projects. It's going great. Kind of a slower episode. Didn't realize we had this much food. Otherwise we would have fished immediately and done some trades. But remember, we don't want to be too overabundant in food, and unfortunately that's just a byproduct of fishing for all the oil for the trades. There's not much we can do about that. So, but for now, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.